Hello.
Hello.
How's it
How are you
going?
today?
Oh,
Miserable
working from
Monday.
home.
You don't like it?
Working
I
from
love
home.
working from
No,
home.
because
Oh.
I don't have my setup. That's why.
Oh,
That's the
well,
main issue. I don't have my.
yeah. Well, once you start like working from home remotely, you build up your setup. So
Oh yeah. I mean,
when you
I
start
think
traveling, then it's just like a huge pain in the backside because you don't have your setup.
look at everybody in the room. Hey, Black
Oh,
Lavender, Trey, Queen B, Maria O, Sassar Podcast. Hey, Gina B. Good to see you guys.
hello.
I mean, if you like, you see my set. I've showed you my setup. So when you have like
Mhm,
the dual monitor, I'll have all my
mhm,
stuff on the side, some stuff on this side, and then I
mhm.
have YouTube playing. So it's just like, oh my goodness, having like to go tab to tab to tab. Like, no,
I
but
know.
hopefully, like, yeah, hopefully I get to go back at least to where I can go to my office. I just can't, because theoretically I could get into the building, into my office. The problem is we can't work by ourselves. No, you can't work in the building by yourself in case an emergency happens. I would be by
Oh,
myself. No, people forget I was there, so it's okay.
oh wow. Oh wow. So this is because of the new restrictions that the governor put in, right? Or no?
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Don't you wish you lived in Florida where the governor just says, "We're never closing down again. We don't care how many of you die."
It's just it's just amazing. I feel safer. I feel safer. I feel safer. Actually at the gym versus on public transportation.
That's true. Because there's a whole bunch of people there that you don't know. There's like just strangers.
Exactly. So how
Mm,
so did you let's get into this. I
okay.
thoroughly enjoyed this episode.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get to my notes
No,
because I watched a
take your
lot of
time.
shows. Okay, so Real Housewives of Potomac, season 5, episode 18, Shifty Wigs. I thought that was a really cute name for the episode.
I loved it.
Okay. Who was I have tied VIPs for this episode, but who are your VIPs
Oh,
for the episode?
do I have to have two?
No, you can
Or
have
can
as
I just
many
have
as you
one?
want.
So for
Actually,
me,
wait.
it
No,
would
I'm
have
just
to be. I mean, Karen's number one for sure,
mm-hmm.
and it's a tie between Ashley and Grace for me because Ashley's kept that
Mm,
mess going, and Grace, the way she looked at her mama was like, "Stop it, just stop it." And
I
that's what was
agree with
killing
you.
me.
Well, the reason why I didn't give it to Grace was because she only had that one scene of taking down her mom. But
Hmm.
Ashley, like
Right.
all of those postnatal hormones of peace, love, and happiness, woosah, are gone. The old Ashley is back. The old Ashley is back and she's as messy as ever. And she just has an accomplice in baby Dean. And
Hmm.
she was just Inspector Gadget for me this episode, but the queen of it all was Karen, because Karen outmaneuvered her in all of her little messiness.
And
And
actually, we have to give it to Ashley though. She was trying her hardest. She actually put in work for that scene. So we can't. I'm
oh,
gonna give it to Ashley, but Karen just was bobbing and weaving. Like, you good, you
Karen
good.
just, let me tell you, Karen has become the driver of this entire season because
Hmm.
Karen makes me tune in every week. Karen doesn't care what she says to whoever on this cast, as long as it propels her forward and achieves her means, she's saying it. And she doesn't care, like,
Yeah.
and I don't blame her. Like, I find that there's a overall sense of bullying with the majority of the ladies against Karen because Karen's refusing to pick a side. Well, Karen wasn't in the fight.
Right.
The two women are her friends. Um, why should she have to pick a side? They weren't. beating her up. I mean, I don't know. That's how
Exactly.
I see it. Like, if I wasn't the recipient, or of those mollywops, or if I wasn't doling them out, I really
Right.
don't have anything. They're still both my friends, and I can tell.
Exactly. That's
I
the
can
thing. It's
tell
like
them. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it's just like you could just tell they want her. Like, no, we want to ice Monique out, and she's like, I'm not doing it. And that's just pretty much the way she's handling it. She's like, they're both my friends.
Hmm.
I understand. I've already told. She's like, I've already told
Hmm.
Monique she was wrong. What more do
Hmm.
you want?
Yeah, that's how grown people have, relationships with other grown people. I don't get
Exactly.
it. Um, but yeah, she was. I'm so glad that Portugal is over. Am I the only one? That's just so bad. But yeah, so Karen comes back. She's prepping for her wig launch, and the guy
Hmm.
comes over with her sample wigs, which I thought was really
Hmm.
cute. Um,
Right.
then you see Ashley taking Dean to meet up with Monique for lunch, and this is the beginning of
Hmm.
Ashley's messiness. Um, where
Right.
they compare notes, and Monique lets Ashley know that Karen drank at her party. For little baby Chase, he's 1 years old. And what else happens here? Oh, this is where the confusion from Portugal, with Karen clearly saying that she is not inviting Monique to her launch, and Monique saying, but
Right.
she's been calling me. And then this
Hmm.
is the return of Ashley, where she picks up that phone and calls Karen. I was so happy to see Ashley.
Right. When she picked up the phone, like, I mean, when she picked up the phone and said, "Oh, this is get Karen on the line." And see
Hmm.
what's really what's up. And Bravo, Bravo's good for using them flashbacks at the right moments. I'm like,
Yep.
Karen, this is what you said. Yeah, you may have invited maybe to the pre-party is what you semantics. You were still at your event, which is your right.
Hmm.
So, but Karen was like, it was funny because we could see the flashback. Actually, no what was said, but Karen still outflanked her, even with actually
Hmm.
being there and knowing exactly what was
Hmm.
said. And that was like the cold part about it. That was the cold part about it. I'm like, actually, she still outdid you, and you really
Yep.
had nothing to say. And Monique sitting right there, y'all all on the phone together. I'm like, Karen, you just take the crown, just MVP, just go. We
She
support you.
she sidestepped Ashley and that landmine field that Ashley was trying to put out for her expertly. Like, I want her to be my tutor in life moving forward. I really do. But
Cause
yeah, so
she just did the thing.
and I love it that they discovered that Karen probably doesn't have an ulcer and is very cautious of how she handles herself with these ladies, which I agree with. I
Hmm.
agree with, because every time she
Oh,
gets a little tipsy,
100%.
she says something and they use it against her, which is awful. Okay.
Exactly. Like she knows what's up. She's all it's season. She's all it's season 5. We know what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. So the one of the most bewildering parts of the episode came next, with Robin and Juan um, going to look at houses that are very clearly out of
I was
their
even
price
mad.
range.
I was I was mad at that. I was mad at that scene. I was mad at that scene. Like, how are you out here looking at $1 million homes when you got like you on a payment plan with Uncle Sam? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
That's what
like
kind of I was like completely confused.
and isn't she a realtor? I mean, Robin? No, is she? She's so many
She
different
no,
things.
she's in PR. I think she was in PR as like her career. And then
Uh,
remember that season she tried that house flipping, but
right.
they stayed on that same house for the whole season, and
Yeah.
then we never heard about that house again.
Oh yeah. Did she do truck
Remember that?
driving after that? Remember when she wanted to buy the truck? Was it her who was buying the truck? I can't
I
remember.
thought. I thought it was her. I thought she was buying garbage trucks for some reason. I thought a Housewives was buying garbage trucks or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Robin is just a career mess. Oh my God. But kudos to her friend, the realtor, who got free promotions for showing that property to a client that
Right?
obviously could not afford it. Um,
Yeah.
and Juan didn't seem very interested in the house, in
Juan never
Robin,
seemed.
in the realtor, in life. Mm-mm,
I mean,
mm.
Juan never seems to be excited about anything with Robin. Never.
But it was a beautiful home. I'm very jealous. I want to
It
live there.
was. I was just like,
It
oh.
was
I was like, oh, are
gorgeous.
you? I thought maybe Robin was scouting for a friend to move into the house. I mean, I can understand if you can do it. I don't think if you could make it happen because maybe it would make your commute easier to work. Because I'm sure, like, because I think they live in Baltimore, which is like 45 minutes away
Mhm.
or so, and that's a long. That's a long. That's like a nice little trek to go to work, and don't let it be on location.
Robin could let it could be right next door to where she has to work and she'd still be late. It's not going to help.
Yeah,
But wait,
it's just
where
her.
was the location of the home? Was it in Potomac?
Oh, let's see.
I don't remember them saying.
I would have to assume it's closer. It would make for them no sense for them to stay in the same area.
I would love to hear Rich Andrews' synopsis of this house venture.
Well, for a new house, I'm just gonna try to see if I can look it up real because
Mhm.
I was listening to I rewatched this morning and didn't see anything. So oh, 1.6. Good lord. Let me just double check. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see where the house is. My apologies. Well, I'm at 1.6 million. You owe 90K in taxes. Can you do that? I mean, and with the new business too. So that was my thing with the new business and all this. Like, can you do it? Can you make it work? It's the main thing.
Mm.
Uh,
See, I thought it was on
I'm
the
trying to
low end for Potomac, but I could be wrong.
for Potomac. From what I understand, it's more lower middle, I think. So maybe they're probably outside of Potomac, which would make sense if you can get like a better deal. If you get like 1.6 million,
Mm.
um, and be closer and outside. Because remember, Robin got a good, not Robin, Giselle got a good deal on her house because of the land. Hers is only 900,000 for the land and the home. So I'm assuming Robin will be in that same area, if not in Potomac.
Wow. So it's
Sorry, yeah.
amazing what seven
So
hundred
yeah,
thousand
I'm
dollars
assuming.
would do. Oh my God. All right. So here's your VIP scene. Giselle takes all three of her girls to lunch, I believe it was, for Grace's
Hmm.
15th birthday. Oh my God, she's 15 years old. She's so adorable.
Time
These children are
flies.
so beautiful.
They're so
Um,
well aware, though. That's the thing. They're so well aware of everything that's going on around them. What their father's done to their mother. They're not looking at their father with like rose-colored glasses, and they want
but
their mother to do the same.
here's the thing though.
Hmm.
Giselle did something right in raising these girls because they're not dumb.
Yes.
And they call a spade
No.
with her.
Right.
And they see
Yes.
the situation for what it is. And yet
Right.
she's still being dumb.
But is she really being dumb at this point?
This is beyond dumb because nobody believes this.
Like, I don't think she believes it though. Like, cause I just really, really I just really, really find it hard to believe like Giselle raised these three like very aware, astute young girls,
Mm-hmm.
and her be that dumb. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't work well. It just doesn't work well because it's too obvious, and when it's obvious to your teenage daughters, because the twins are like what,
Yes.
13, 13 years old right
Mm-hmm.
now, about a year and a half
Mm-hmm.
different. Okay, if all three of them in this were at that young age, it stands to reason like you're just as astute, if not more so, due to your age and experience. So that's why I'm not really buying into this. Like, she's really believable. Jamal wants to be with me. Jamal loves me. So I just can't go with
No.
it. But they're just the girls. The girls just don't have the wherewithal that this is really reality TV. They just say what's in their heads.
Let me tell you, Karen had it right with describing that relationship. Jamal just lives in the phone. He's not a
Right.
real presence. And it's sad to say in Giselle's life, but in addition to Giselle's life, but in the daughter's life. Because if he was present, I don't think like they would be counseling her not to get with dad, but like they don't even want to be with him. And that's
Right.
that's that's very telling. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to hang out with your dad? It's one thing if you don't want your mom and dad to get back together. Great.
Mm.
But you as a child don't want to hang out with one of your parents.
I think what it is, you know what it is? I think it's more with the fact that you hurt the parent we who raised us.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way you did it so publicly, you did it so callously. Like, when your kids can Google you and everything comes up and it's so not a pretty picture, like, it's going to make your children and make you as a child feel some sort of way towards that parent. And then you throw in the fact that it doesn't seem like he comes up too often to see them. So you
Mm-hmm.
combine all of those factors together, yes, they're going to feel some sort of way. And look
Yeah.
at their mom like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
that's why
Grace was
that's just
epic.
what I see.
Yeah, she was epic during that lunch. But then they're
Hmm.
going to do like a family photo shoot and Jamal is supposed to be there. He's supposed to be spending the week. The kids are so not down for it. They're like, "Well,
Yep.
why?" And then she throws out there the nonsense about moving to Atlanta. What for? So that you could get ignored in person as opposed to being on the phone. How did that work out for you when y'all went to the restaurant opening?
But the thing is with that, my thing is like, why would you put your children in that environment? Like,
Mm-hmm.
moving to Atlanta, especially with his reputation and that church's reputation, why would you want to expose your children to that? I would want to keep them as far away as possible.
Well, I don't know too much about the church reputation. I only know about his reputation from what I've been hearing lately.
Oh,
Well, basically from
that church has
Giselle's dad. I
that
heard the
church has
former
a
pastor
salacious.
had, yeah, the former pastor had a few problems.
He had a few problems, but it's just a whole lot of stuff within that church. So I would never want to. Um, I would not want my children involved in that.
Mm,
No, it's just, especially being a public figure. Both of your parents being public figures. I mean,
mm-hmm,
it's just not something I would want my child to be. It's bad enough they're on a reality TV show.
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to expose them to anything outside of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's too much. It's bad enough like they're in Maryland with him, with his reputation from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's his past. You take him down there to his present, combined with his past. I'm like, no, no. But I'm not a fan of children being on reality TV under the age of 16 anyway.
That's true. I mean, even at 16, it's a lot.
I'm very big.
Mm-mm.
16 is a lot, but at least they have some, a little bit more mature, have some awareness. But when under that, I'm like, don't do it, don't do it.
Well, okay, so then we move along.
Hmm.
Um, and I hate Bravo for what they did to Ray. Oh my God. Karen
That
is
was
creating
cold.
a magical romantic moment. She's doing
Yep.
the rose petals everywhere, the candle. She's doing Brooks 2.0. And she's hopping into the bubble bath, waiting for her man to come home. And Ray comes home and takes
Hmm.
15 years to climb the stairs to the second
Hmm.
level.
But we know
Why?
Bravo slowed that down a little bit, though. We know
Oh my
Bravo slowed that down a little
God.
bit.
And then Karen's screaming at the end, Ray! Oh my God.
Right.
What kind of romance is that?
Right.
But um, Ray finally makes it to the bathroom and plays with her toes, and she's willing to
Yeah, I
reopen
know.
holes that have been sealed. I was just like, what? But yeah,
Yeah, they need to know that.
Ray and Karen are fighting for their marriage, and God bless them. Hope they don't drown. And moving on, Wendy and her family. I actually like Wendy when she's with her family, but gosh
Yes,
darn
when she's with her
it,
family, she's great.
yes. But if she mentions these degrees one more time, oh my God. But we do see into a little
She
bit
can't
more
help
with
it.
her. I know she can't. She can't. Um, but I kind of understand it a little bit better now why she's always talking about those degrees, because in a way it's validation from her mom. Like she's trying to get that
Right.
approval, you know, because she's up against her
Hmm.
sister, who's actually a medical doctor, and yeah, she's
Right.
got 4 degrees. Um, but yeah, it's hard, and I felt a little bad for her. Um, she sent her 2 boys to go and
I
find her
did.
some pumpkins. Um, God help
Hmm.
those pumpkins. Somehow I
Hmm.
thought we were past pumpkin time.
So
Like
did I.
I caught that with I heard DJ Richie talk about it earlier. I'm a little out of sequence with this filming.
Me too. I understand the pumpkin patch, and I get where Wendy's coming from. We see more into her thought process. It comes to play a little bit more. I mean, but I mean, let's be fair. Like she has her 4 degrees, but Monique has one house for each of her degrees, and Monique doesn't talk about her houses. So like that. So I mean, it just makes no sense. But I get where she's coming from. I see what the way her because her like she did everything for her mother.
Yeah. And I like Susan for telling her that she was ungrateful or something. That she was a spoiled brat.
She spoiled brat.
I love Susan. She made it to the top of my list. Love her. But
She's
yeah,
like
hopefully
she's like
Wendy will be able to figure that out, what it is that she wants as opposed to what she's going to do for her mom. So hopefully she can figure that out.
she wants
Okay.
to really be a political commentator. So um, I'm hoping she really focuses on it and gets like an anchor job somewhere because that's what you want to do. If that's what you're passionate about, do it. Don't do
What
it
is
for
she
your mom
doing on
anymore. Do it
reality
for you.
TV if that's what she wants to do?
Well, here's the thing. I think so real. I'm sure. I'm guessing reality TV pays a little bit more because she's not going to like get like an anchor job right away. That pays the big bucks. So why not do reality TV? Say it for like maybe 4 or 5 good seasons, and pay off a lot of that quote unquote alleged debt.
I don't believe anything that she says about being a political commentator because no one is going to take her seriously on any of these news stations to give her a contract to commentate on any of them. Like she's kind of tossed that away, in my opinion.
Mm, that was my concern, to be completely frank. Like, if you want to be taken seriously as a commentator, why
Mhm.
do reality TV?
Yeah, and
Like,
I don't even think she could get back the professor position either, being
yeah,
on
I mean, I
reality
was just
TV.
wondering. Right. I mean, not at Johns Hopkins, maybe at like what? University of Phoenix might allow it, but I just can't see John Hopkins like looking at this favorably.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Jimmy G, have you seen some of the political commentators on these networks? And all scientists. I
no,
love
they
it.
aren't. But they're not on reality TV either. And it's true, they're not all rocket
But
scientists. I'll give you that.
but Cooch said like she's been on Fox News a lot since the show aired. I'm going to have to check it out
Okay.
because if it's helped her, like if this is going to help her, people want to see her on TV. I'm all for it.
Good for her. Okay, so now
I'm all for
it's
it.
picture day, and Giselle takes the girls to the salon. They get their hair done. They're all color coordinated. Well, they were supposed to be, but Dad's not there because he got delayed from Ghana, and he's at the Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
airport getting a manicure instead of being in Baltimore with his kids taking the picture. But the girls look lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Giselle has on a pretty little
Mm-hmm.
sequence dress, and the children note that it makes it like the colors are off because Dad was supposed to be there in white and gold to balance off their white and her gold and da 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 da. But in the end, the picture came out beautiful, and they did not need their dad there.
But did we really expect him to show up though?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was just making sure like none of us held out hope that he was actually going to show up. We're good. So, but I felt bad for the girls because I think even though they know their dad, they know what he's done, all this stuff, but I think they held out some hope. Like, well, maybe he will show up for us this time. Maybe he will make that effort that we want him to. But then when he didn't, it's like, okay, like here we go again.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. All right. So then we go Ashley and Michael.
Oh, real quick. Hold
Oh,
on, real
what?
quick. Sorry to
Mm-hmm.
interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ayani's comment. Well, missing a flight happens, but why didn't she try to reschedule for the next day? I bet he was to show.
I can't hear you, Jamal.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
What was
Like,
that?
I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
disagree with that because it seemed like it was all planned to where he couldn't show up. You know what I mean? Like, if you if you really wanted him to be there, like really expected him to be there, why would you schedule a photo shoot a day or the day after he's coming back from such a long flight?
Maybe that's the only time he could fit them into his schedule.
Okay, we'll go with that. I'm just saying. It just seems like I would never like if like okay, you're coming back from Ghana, like I would schedule out at least a good 3 days after he gets back, or he schedules to get back. Let me put it that way. Just taking into account that things could happen. So
Yeah. Sure. You know it's very hard for him to get out of that phone. Just saying. All right, so
yeah,
off to Ashley and Michael's apartment. She's making dinner for her mom and her unc. I think that's the gentleman's name. They call him
Uncle
Unc.
Lump,
Yeah.
Uncle Lump.
Um, Uncle Lump. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. Okay, so she cooks. Oh my God, I love red snapper. It's one of the few fish that I like. That fish didn't look
Mm-hmm.
cooked. I don't know. That was just me. Um,
I like
and
my
Michael sits
I
through.
like it a little darker.
Yes, I do. Good for Ashley for trying.
Yeah,
Um,
she made
so
a very good attempt.
yeah, and they have a dinner with her family where they question him again for his judgment. He has to apologize. And I just thought this scene was unnecessary
Mm-hmm.
because no one thought, well, I didn't think it was very sincere. I he just didn't even look like he gave it a shot, to be quite honest. What did you think?
To me, how can I put it? To me, he had the attitude like, yeah, 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 I did it. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm still gonna do it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
just the way that's the way he came across to me. 'Cause he was
Yeah.
very like nonchalant about the whole situation. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I did it.
And why did I
It's gonna
do
happen
it? Because
again.
I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And the attitude
Oh.
that he had, the look that he gave was like, I don't know why Aki's sitting here fronting. She know what's up.
And
That's the way I took his whole demeanor.
so does her family. Like, and that's why I don't understand the need for this scene at all. Except is
Okay,
that
was
they're
it me
using
or
it in her divorce proceedings.
right? Is it me or was the mom? They feel like the mom was really trying to force the hurt emotion. Was it me? Like it's like she was straining for that hurt emotion. Like she was trying
Mhm.
hard.
Mhm.
And I
But
was
she
like, well,
better be.
ma'am,
Is
you
he
know
still
what this
paying her
is. You
rent
know,
though?
you know he is. That's why she was
Oh
like.
my
That's why
gosh.
because you notice she never said they were hurt. I think she said like it's not about you apologizing. It's not like we were hurt. It's
Mm.
she's all it's about us all being on the same page. I don't know any mother who would say that phrase when speaking about infidelity. That just seemed like off verbiage.
We we all know she's a bit awkward. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say
but
about
I mean, so
Sheila. She's
who
just a
says
bit
like?
awkward.
But it's just interesting. Like you pick like, oh, we need to all be on the same page. The same page about what? Like, why do you need to be on the same page about their marriage? That's why I was like, no. But okay,
You know she's in that marriage.
you actually run back and tell all their business. We know that, but that's why I just like the fact that, like you said, this episode didn't need to happen. Um, it was unnecessary. Y'all all in on it. Quit playing, because y'all know y'all getting broke off of each check. So it is what it is at this point.
True. Okay, so now we go on to the famous wig launch party, and
Mm-hmm.
Monique shows. She looked amazing. She shows up 30 minutes before the
Yes.
event starts to support and congratulate Karen.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that
I
Karen
like
has
that.
lied about the whole situation, but she still wants to support her before she goes off to her charity event. Um,
Exactly, which I loved.
hmm And then there's a text coming in saying that Candace is a few minutes away, and Karen does the hustle of a lifetime to shove Monique out the door before
Mm-hmm.
Candace could get there. And you know, when I saw this, I was
Right.
because Candace says later that she was late. She was supposed to get there early. Um, I don't know
Right.
why, but do you think Karen was trying to get the
Me
two
neither.
women together alone to sort it out?
Yes.
But that would
Yes.
have been
Once I
against
heard that part
both
about
attorneys'
Candace,
advice.
but you have to remember Karen is thinks outside of the cameras. So
Mhm.
her thing is more like let me get my two friends together and try to build this bridge and maybe behind the scenes they could squash it. Because I think it had
Mm.
Candace if Candace had shown up, I think either they wouldn't have filmed that part or
Mhm.
they would have come to some resolution.
So
But it didn't
Karen
turn
would have
out that way.
sacrificed her party to get a resolution between the two friends.
Yes, I think whenever I'm a firm believer when the middle person is willing to put something on the line, it shows that they really care. So she's
Hmm.
always held a staunch position of like I'm for both of them. Like when they had that meeting at Monique's house, you have to remember she said like this is not about the cameras. Monique, you were wrong.
Hmm.
You were
Hmm.
completely wrong for putting your hands on that girl, but you're still
Hmm.
my friend. I'm not going to abandon you. So and that was like of that whole scene. Karen and Monique were the realest ones there because Monique just said her absolute truth.
Hmm.
So if she's willing to do that on camera, like in her own home, like and knowing she's going to take some heat for it, why wouldn't she give up her launch party? Why wouldn't she want to have this um a safe place for them to talk and hash it out? So it makes sense. Do I like that she was sneaky about it? No, but I understood where she was coming from.
Okay, so that's something good to think about. We'll see if that's the
But
real thing. Hopefully by the
yeah,
time we get to the
Queen
reunion.
yeah Queen Bee's right, but they aren't allowed. They aren't legally allowed. Yes,
Hmm.
but Karen doesn't think in those terms. Karen is more thinking about her friends. So yeah, it was kind of out of bounds based on the law. But I think she's more like, well, maybe if they just see each other and they can talk to each other and maybe get the lawyers on the four-way call and make it happen. So I get
Hmm.
it. I get it. Would I have done it? Not in that way. No.
Okay, so she shuffles Monique out. She gets in her car. She
Like
goes
the
off
side
to.
piece.
Well, she makes it out 2 minutes before the first arrival, which happens to be Ashley. And then the rest of them
Hmm.
trickle in. She's at a salon, but I found that all of the ladies in their confessionals, when they're like arriving to the event, like someone said it's in the back of a strip mall, and they were all questioning like whose business is this? Even if she is licensing her name to his product,
Hmm.
she's still in business, and she's got a
Hmm.
one more business than I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, why
Right.
would you tear her effort down? She's gonna make money off of it. Why would you
Right.
do
I
that?
mean, exactly. I just think when people, how can I put it? Karen's not doing what they want her to do, so they're not really being supportive. That's pretty much what it comes down to at this point. Because if someone had a business, you support them if they're your friend. But in this case, they feel like Karen's not going along with the plan, so we not gonna give our support. That's all because they all showed up and were
It's so
happy for
petty.
Robin. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
With her sparkle caps, where she's using child labor to pack the boxes. Oh my God. And then
Allegedly.
using ageism against her friend, like, oh, God, these women are a piece of work. Um,
Oh, Trey. Trey asked me what plan. Oh, Trey, the plan to ice Monique out of the group and get her fired up the show. That's ultimately what they want. That's what they wanted to do. And Karen's not going along with it, and they're mad at her for it.
okay. Okay, so Ashley, our old Ashley, is back again and drops the dirt
Yes.
on Karen drinking at little baby Chase's first birthday party. And so for some
Hmm.
reason, this becomes a drama. Whether someone drinks or not in my friend group is not a drama. It just isn't. But these women find any excuse to pile on to Karen.
I think it's more because like Karen, instead of Karen saying like I don't want to drink around y'all, she said she had an ulcer. I think that's the biggest part of it. So basically, what Ashley's doing, Ashley is like she's gone back to season one. Ashley googling
Mhm.
stuff, getting video recognizance. She's tapping people's phones. She's doing that. She got her. She dusted off her spy kit, and she's bringing it on out. She's busting out everybody.
Oh my God.
That's all.
But so they start questioning Karen about the drinking versus non-drinking, and
Mm-hmm.
Robin says if Karen is afraid of what she says when she's drunk. And Karen hits back, and I'll let you um, take that shot at poor little Robin.
When she said you need to be more worried about what Juan says when he's drunk, I was like, that was it. That I wasn't expecting that to like that shot, but then Michael's statements make sense now from the preview.
Elaborate.
Remember, I think it was because Michael said there's some things he knows, but then also what makes sense is Ray's reaction when Ray says, "I gotta go, I gotta see my way out, I gotta go." You
Mm-hmm.
combine that with that his actions, what Michael says he knows about Juan, that lends me to believe that the men had like a boys' night out while the women
Mm-hmm.
were in Portugal. They
Mm-hmm.
got drunk and a whole lot of stuff came out. That's that's
Uh-huh.
that's where I'm at right now. That's the train
Mm-hmm.
I'm on. So I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
Karen,
Yeah.
because
And
Ray came back.
and
Ray was probably the most
mm-hmm.
sober of the group, as
Mm-hmm.
he's the oldest. He knows better, and he took that back home and told Karen. No
Mm-hmm.
doubt,
Yep. So
no
it's very
doubt.
interesting what's about
So,
to
because
come up.
he was trying to get out that door.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't listen, he's not gonna risk a
Mm,
hip at his age. No, no. They could go and do all of their dust up
true.
all by themselves. And I'm loving Karen because this is like the second episode in a row that she has obliterated Robin. And it's from
Uh,
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I don't understand why Robin keeps messing with Karen. She eats you up
Yeah.
every time.
Robin's
I
way out
would
of her league. She should start small.
right, right,
Okay. So
exactly. Wait a minute. So
Karen
hold, real
has
quick, real
had
quick.
Mhm, mhm.
So Jimmy says
Oh.
Juan doesn't drink because his parents were addicts. That's
Ooh.
interesting. That makes sense. That
So
does make sense.
then,
If your parents are like, you would drink.
well, then
That's very
maybe he said
interesting.
something
He had the
without
he
the
had the
benefit of alcohol, which is even more damning.
or maybe something else, but we won't like you never know what people do. Like and maybe it wasn't drunk per se. Maybe it was just maybe he was smoking a cigar, felt relaxed. Maybe had like a Shirley Temple and let some stuff go.
Oh Lord.
You just never know. When people get comfortable with a group of friends, they do say some stuff. They
That's
do say some
true.
stuff.
That's true.
So yeah.
So after she slays Robin, she's had enough. Her party is like she's done with the party. She's got dinner reservations. She's snatching up Ray and she's leaving. And the ladies are like, "Well, where are you going?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to dinner. Bye."
Right.
No, go
That
ahead.
was a boss move. I didn't pay the bill.
Yes.
That killed me. That killed me. I didn't pay the bill. Bye. I was like,
Bye.
that's that's a move right there. That's a move right there. I was good.
And the ladies
Priya.
go outside and they start talking to Candace, and Wendy's
Mm-hmm.
still telling Candace, Karen's not your friend. Okay,
Right.
Karen's nobody's friend.
So to answer Priya's question, why did Robin get divorced in the first place? I think Juan cheated actually,
Yeah, it was infidel.
from
I
what I
think he had
recall.
actually left her. He had left her for the other
I think
woman.
I'm just looking it up real quick. I remember I could have sworn it was infidelity, but let me just double check.
Yeah,
My
because
apologies.
remember Robin admitted and said that Juan even cheated on her during one of her pregnancies? It was an ongoing thing.
Hmm. Yeah, it says right here. Robin revealed that Juan's infidelity was a contributing factor in their divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Though the divorce was finalized, Robin admitted that she hoped to one day reconcile with Juan. Okay, so it wasn't infidelity. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I remembered right.
And that
But
was the
it's interesting.
episode.
So Gina Massey has a good
Mm,
question. Was it true Robin was cheating with a friend who stole their money? Allegedly, Gina, that was the case. That they
mm,
were good friends. He was like a financial advisor of some sort. They were messing around, and then he stole the money though.
mm.
But it was a good episode. I think it was almost the best episode of the season.
Um, oh, and another thing, Giselle didn't even show up to Karen's launch party, and she said it's because the wig doctor, the gentleman that owns the salon and is partners with Karen, I allegedly or whatever, I don't know
Yeah.
what the deal is.
Oh,
Said
so basically
something, yeah,
he bad talks about her fashion and hair and stuff in the media. He drags her all over media. So that's why she didn't go.
but everybody does that. She wouldn't be able to go anywhere if she keeps that up.
But I guess this was extra personal because her and Karen are friends, and she's not going to
Okay.
support. I guess I get it. She's not going to support someone who kind of just drags you through the mud. But again, if Karen's your real friend, you just go and you just ignore the other person unless they speak to you.
Well, this goes back. I don't think any of these women are real friends. I don't think any of them support each other or try to uplift each other at all in any of their endeavors. They smile and kiki in front of the faces, and then they go on the confessionals and they massacre each other. Kind of weird. Like, I
Well,
don't
that's
want
reality
friends like
TV.
that. I know it
That's
is,
reality TV,
but
though.
then don't come on preaching about, empowering women and blah, blah, blah. And then you're doing this nonsense. It gets old.
Right.
Huh.
But right. But I think part of the thing is because I think, well, at least in New York, I think Bethany said they get the tapes a week um before the taping and the airing of the show. So
Mhm.
but they've already taped, so it wouldn't make sense that would be a problem. I mean, it's just weird. But
Mm-mm.
Truth comes out when you're by yourself. So
It does. It
I thought the episode
does.
was good. I'm not mad.
It was a good episode. It moved along quickly. It didn't really have any boring parts, with the exception of the dinner party at Ashley and Michael's place. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, like Ashley was moving along the storyline with her messiness.
Hmm.
Karen with her inconsistent responses to people and slaying poor Robin. I don't think Robin could take another episode. I really can't.
Me
Because
neither.
if she goes after her one more time, unless Robin is like super dense and not realizing that she's been insulted, maybe that's it. Because at one point Robin was like, "Who are you getting angry with? Is it Candace?" Like,
Right. We're all like, no.
Robin, how clueless are you? Um, but yeah. Um, oops, I forgot to turn off my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Um, so yeah, it was a good episode. I love the kids. I know you're not a big fan of kids on reality TV, but these three girls of Giselle's are essential. I love them so
Yes.
much just because they come after her and hold her accountable on several levels. And Karen is, you know how they say Giselle is the person who really moves the show along and instigates a lot of
Mhm.
the shenanigans? I think
Right.
Karen's taking away that position from her.
Well, I think what it is with Giselle, she's the person who keeps, she makes sure she keeps it going. Kind of like Toya on Married to Medicine. She's the one
Mhm.
that's never, she's the one that makes sure that the story never stalls. Toya does the same thing on Married to Medicine.
Mhm.
Same thing. But
Yeah.
Karen's the one who will pick it up and really like start going. But then Ashley comes at the end, just jet propels the whole thing. So they each play their part
Mm.
well.
Yeah, I was happy with the episode. I
Hey, Big
watched a
Red.
hey,
Me too.
um, I watched a lot of TV last night, but this I recorded this and watched it after midnight, and it was well worth it. I didn't fall
I,
asleep at all.
I rewatched all of it because I missed most of it, and it was on. Luckily, it was on YouTube today with no commercials. So
What would you
this
do
was
without
really
YouTube?
good,
Yeah.
right? So I think this is it. Do we have no callers?
No callers. I'll drop the
All
line one more
right.
time. But if that's
If,
it,
but
we
we do
can
have to say one thing. We have to say one thing for our subscribers.
what?
We have to say thank you because like
Mm-hmm.
we just checked our numbers and we had our first 1K view video, so it's awesome. Um, our channel's getting out there. It's a great thing. Like you guys are a huge part of it. So I just wanted to say, we want to say just thank you for being here
Thank you. Yeah.
um and just like allowing to have free flowing conversations, to be open and honest, to just be respectful and have a good time talking about reality TV with
Mhm.
a mixture of real life. So thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. I mean, we don't all have to agree, and we all see things from different perspectives. And the great part about that is that we could all come on here and talk about it because I see things one way because of my experience, and Jamal sees things another way because of his. And it's great to share. We do have a caller. It's Queen Bee. So let's add her in.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
How are
Hi.
you?
How
Great
good.
recap. I have a question for you guys though, and someone did bring it up in the chat below.
Mhm.
Why is Ashley getting so messy at this stage? Why do you guys think? Because she really did
Um,
take a lot of jabs at Karen yesterday.
I think it's because like she understands like Michael's been doing the heavy lifting for these past couple seasons, and she's got to do something. So I think that's part of it. Let's be real.
Hi.
She got two children to support, and then also she's trying to figure out where Karen
I gotta come back
lies.
in.
Like
I
what
can't hear you.
Okay.
she's trying to figure out where Karen actually lies, like what her true feelings. Because I don't think Ashley believes anyone could be truly neutral in this situation.
But do you think
That's just
she's
my
being
guess.
messy
That's all.
about, sorry, do you think she is being messy about her being outed, her relationship with her husband, what her
Yeah,
husband is being up to?
I think
I
she's
don't
used to
think so
that
because
by now.
pretty much everyone knows. Oh yeah, it's been 5 seasons.
Yeah.
It's been
Like
5 seasons.
she
So
has
Dude,
a
but this is
win
the
I
first
every
time
mean,
I've seen her
season.
have a backbone. Like this is
oh,
the first time she's been like standing up for herself.
With who? With Michael?
I think with everybody, she's starting to hold her head a little higher every time I see her in each episode. I think after the messiness with her husband was over, she's come out rejuvenated and she's ready to throw punches if needed.
Well, a
right.
post-nuptial agreement would do that for a gal.
Exactly. She understands. the bags are lined up. She's like she feels more secure in herself and more confident. Like when you were financially secure like that, you got the prenup, you got the post nup, and you probably got a baby nup somewhere too.
Mhm.
She's emboldened.
Listen, she probably got a really good financial accountant or one of those investigators to dig up every last cent that Michael has
Sure.
so that she's confident in saying, my husband's a millionaire. And you know what? Due to my post-nup agreement, so am I. And she's
Oh,
just coasting.
a forensic accountant.
Yes, one of those. Because Shannon had to get one of those for her ex-husband. And like I wish I knew how to count better because I'd probably love doing that. Let's see if Ablavi. Yes,
Hey,
Miss Ablavi, how are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear
Yes.
us?
Okay, because I'm like on my headphones.
Hmm.
I don't know why y'all still watching this show. I really don't. That's the only reason I called in because Bravo has to pay me to watch Real Housewives of Potomac. It's just too boring.
Oh, Bobby. I mean, I
sorry,
watch it
did
because I'm just watching to make sure I'm caught up for the reunion.
But you don't need to watch anything. The only thing that happened this season was the fight. And Karen is a snake. What else is there to watch?
You've given up
Hey,
on all of the
I want to be well
housewives.
informed. Bobby's gonna burn them all to the ground. It's over.
Not all the housewives. I mean, I'm gonna watch Atlanta the first episode, and we'll see.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bobby. According to the Daily Peach report, I think that's what it's called. They said the first four episodes are really slow. So I just want to give
Oh
you that
my
heads up now.
God.
oh, then there's no way.
Yeah, the
But see,
first four they
that's the
said because they
problem. Because if it's really slow, then that means you need to cut them. What is this? Just cut them
No,
and
they don't
start
have
with the
enough.
fifth episode.
Remember, we discussed this. They don't have enough film to begin with. Remember, that's
exactly.
why they had to extend the filming season because they just didn't have enough. Like between COVID, Cynthia's boring wedding, and them making up the drama with Strippergate, like they had nothing.
I think they might be calling Nene Leak
And
soon.
Ugh,
oh,
well,
Nene's ready.
well, I hope they're
Because you know
ready to
what?
pay her.
I want to get on Claudia Jordan a minute. That garden tool got some nerve. She was sitting here reading Nene for film for using gay men for her show. When what does Claudia do? Do the exact same thing in using gay men for a show she has on Fox. So if she don't sit her old garden tool self down, and then I just wanted to call in because I wanted to say we need to stop. We don't even need to do um a talk about 90 days. We could just let that season go and just go to the new
Mhm.
one.
Oh yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been dropped off my radar. I don't care.
I couldn't believe that they dragged us through 22 episodes of that slop. Oh my God. But at least we have Family
Yeah.
Chantal to look forward to tonight, and we could talk about that tomorrow
Yep.
along with Mama's Boys.
You know what else I'm really interested
It,
in? Um,
Mhm.
I'm really interested in Salt Lake City getting canceled.
You gotta at least give it a season. Come on now.
a season.
But let's be honest. These three
Oh,
episodes, what has happened?
I don't know. Just somebody
there was
dressing up and there was
a
snow.
party.
Yeah.
And then I think they didn't really just didn't understand that nobody wants to see that much plastic surgery every week. Like
Yeah.
it's one thing on Botched, but it's another on The Real Housewives.
True,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna give them a whole season. I said I was gonna do it if they were exciting. I was excited for them, so I always give something a whole season and then I make my decision. Hopefully, it gets better.
I mean, Mary has some explaining to do for the reunion, but other than that, no.
She has a lot of
That is true.
explaining to do. Yeah.
Because nobody's
I
gonna
mean,
drag her.
I think Shaw will drag her.
Yeah. Yeah. I think yeah,
true.
especially for the
Hey,
auntie thing, she's not going to let that go.
happy holidays. Okay. But yeah, I don't see it happening. But I'm gonna let y'all keep watching, and I'll go
Well,
every 3 episodes and see if something happens.
okay, right. That's what I'm doing with Atlanta. That's what I'm doing with Atlanta. Like I already know the first 4 episodes are gonna be kind of slow, so I'll just watch the first episode and then come back on the fifth,
Go.
or just watch like the little highlight clips. That's about all I can do for them.
I mean, listen, I don't really care what happens as long as as long as Kenya can get fired, I will be happy. If Kenya and Candy are done, it would be a season worth it.
You didn't issue your warning.
Oh, warning, Kenya fans,
Right.
warning. Because you know how they be.
Oh my God. I don't know why I do
I
that. Oh,
mean,
geez.
but
They do. Like, Kenya fans
Kenya's
need to get
convinced
it
don't play
over.
though.
Kenya, listen, if you are a Kenya fan, what you really should be doing is finding her a new man instead of getting so mad at me. That's what you really should do. You should get her Who Wants to Date Kenya, the reality show, and let her finally have a man that she don't need to pay for. That's how you get me to shut up.
Oh my God.
Bobby, no one wants you to
Oh
shut
my
up here.
goodness, Bobby. Oh, Bobby.
But
But
I'm
yeah, you
saying,
have to
like,
make Bobby. When you come on the show, you have to like give the Kenya fans warning because like you said, they like Rihanna's Navy or Britney's Bees or whoever. They come for people. You gotta watch that.
listen, I'm not a
You gotta
Nini
watch
fan
it.
either. But there's something with Kenya fans. Listen, Kenya, she been my girl forever. Cause I did not like her in the Apollo thing. Yes, she did want to try to slide up on it. I don't care what nobody says. But Brooklyn is cute, and the treehouse is cute too.
Mm-hmm.
The house she has, the
Hmm.
treehouse.
Oh, that's what you
Which
call it.
I'm not
I
mad
thought
at
it
Yeah,
you.
was down in a gully or something. Didn't
Right,
somebody call it a ravine or gully?
yeah, and
a
you know what?
ditch. Sheree
And
says in a
shout out
ditch.
Yeah.
and shout out to Kenya for scamming y'all, selling y'all water, telling y'all that's hair care product. Shout out to y'all.
Oh my God.
Shout
Oh
out
my
to
Shout out to
y'all.
y'all with your her water in aloe vera,
Oh
telling y'all that it's gonna grow your hair, knowing damn well it's not. But shout out to y'all.
my goodness.
Warning,
Oh,
Kenya fans, warning, warning.
I
well,
know, like she acting like she's Madam MC Walker with her hair care. She wear weaves like everybody else.
Oh my God. Or I thought it was a
She
wig.
she
Isn't that
wears
what she
weaves,
left
that's
in
weave.
Canada?
wigs.
Weave.
She wears all of them. And shout out to
Oh.
her because there's nothing wrong with wearing a wig or weave. Because Kenya does
Nope.
have
Not
naturally
at
long
all.
hair, and Kenya is a beautiful
Yep.
woman. And that's why it's so painful to see her being so ridiculous on television.
True. So
Aw.
I think so. The other thing we have to do for our Atlanta, I think it's going to be what Atlanta Mondays. I think
Mhm.
in the description or disclaimer, we're just gonna have to put like warning to fans, warning. I think we just need to do that because we know Bobby's gonna call in and sound off. I'd rather just
Yeah.
have that ready. I think that's what we need to do.
I mean,
Yes.
listen, I don't.
I'm just saying.
She's not the only one that needs a dragging. Tanya needs a dragging too. How you been engaged 10 years? That's called a roommate. He's not. That's not your man. That's everybody's man.
Oh my God.
Okay,
And if
Bobby,
we're
we
talking
gonna need
about
to.
Kenya, we need to talk about Portia. Portia's hair stay fly, but the men in and out of her house is ridiculous, and she always getting a bump.
Oh my
Always.
God.
And then look at Dennis. You
Yeah.
don't marry communal pain. We learned that from Khloe Kardashian. What is she doing? And she was mad because Eva was saying her child was ugly. I mean, sorry.
Wait, she did?
Yes, Eva was saying her child
No,
was
she
ugly.
said
Yes, she was. She was saying she looked like
she
Dennis,
didn't
and
say that, Bobby.
yes, she did. She said she looked like Dennis, and Dennis is ugly, so that's calling the child ugly. Yes, that's what she meant.
See, I didn't watch. Was this last season? I didn't
Yeah.
watch.
No, she's
Oh.
she said PJ looked like Dennis in a bow. That's all she said. Some people might find Dennis attractive,
Yeah,
so we gonna leave the little
no,
baby out of this.
she said your baby looks like Dennis, and that's a read because look at Dennis.
It was a read,
And that was
but
that shady Southern read. That was like, oh, bless your heart.
Oh
Oh, let's pray
yeah.
for the
Oh, your
yeah.
baby's
Pearl.
so
Oh,
precious.
Pearl.
Don't let
But
anybody call your baby precious. Oh.
yeah,
But
I'm
yeah.
gonna Pearl. Yeah,
Also with
yeah,
the Grand
yeah.
Dame, I'm gonna give Potomac some credit. They need to get Karen and those blonde wigs she likes, and they need to put some on Giselle, and they need to get some of those wigs and throw them to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yes. We need to get Karen on the line and get her wig line running through Bravo. That's what we need to do.
True.
I wonder if
I can go
Bravo
with
is
that.
getting a percentage of this business.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
do.
they get a percentage of any business. The only business they didn't get money off of was Bethany, because Bethany worked in her contract to where she took less money. She took a gamble. She took less money on her first contract, which was why it's only 8,000. It was like only $8,000 for the whole season. She said, "Look, I don't want to give up
Mm.
any business that I do, but I'll take way less money." So she took a
Oh,
gamble,
okay.
and it paid off for her.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite shows. My favorite shows is everything on the CW because you know I like the foolishness and I like hot young people. Um, I like me some Love After Lockup. That's one of my faves. I like me some HDTV. I love me some Love It or List It. I love me some Ratchet Love and Hip Hop. I love me
Yeah,
some.
wait for her to come back.
You know what? I watched the Florida Bama line, and I got some things to talk about that, but we'll talk about that on a slow day because I saw that show because y'all was telling me to watch it, and I got some reviews.
Oh my god.
What's it called, Bobby?
Florida Bama line, Florida Bama.
Isn't it like the
Sure.
equivalent of Jersey Shore, but for Southerners or something like that? They're
Oh
from
yes, and it's
yeah.
ratchet.
Okay.
Oh
I've
yes.
I've I've not watched it, but I've heard about it.
MTV,
I think so.
MTV, or VH1.
Mhm. No. It's MTV. And what else
Yeah.
do I like to
Bobby,
watch?
VH1, or
It's
MTV.
MTV.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll try. I'll test that.
MTV. It's not on. You know what else I
Okay.
watch? I don't know if anybody watches this. This warning. This is going to shock people. Siesta Key, and I love it. It's so boring, but I love it.
Siesta Key. Is that
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
on
MTV.
oh
interesting.
I
I'm gonna
don't
check
love it
out
for the
Floribama
reason
Shore.
everybody else loves it. I just love it because it's young people acting ratchet, and it's a good time. I like my ratchet all around the world.
mm-mm-mm.
Okay. I'm just waiting for Love and Hip Hop come back, specifically New York, because I need to see what's going on with um all the little people. Like, is Mendice's out? Are they gonna bring Ra Ali back? Since she's,
We don't need that.
I
They
think
can
people
throw
been
that in
bringing
the
some of my old
dumpster.
characters back.
We need it. I liked it when Christy was on and she was
No,
fighting. That was the good times. When she
right.
was when she was fighting
That
and
would
Jocelyn Hernandez,
be the
but or Brooke Valentine. She was
Atlanta.
one of the
Yeah,
best. But we don't have television like that no more. Everybody done
true,
found Jesus now, so we gotta calm it down at least for the next couple of years.
true.
Well,
That is
I'm gonna
true.
let you go because I got another live. I gotta, give a 1, 2, 2. But I will see you tomorrow, and we got a
All
lot to
right.
discuss. With
And
Oh
don't
yeah, we have a
forget to
lot.
issue your warnings. You're distracted today.
I did. I gave them one. Why do they need two? They're not that hard of
I
hearing.
mean, a warning for each person. They're saying that's what we're saying in the lobby.
No, it's just Kenya Moore
You
fans
know,
and Beyonce fans. Like you gotta warn the girls.
Okay.
But everybody else is fair game. Bye.
All right.
Gotcha.
Oh my God,
Okay. I just need
Ablavi's
to
the
know.
I
best.
wanted to thank you
Go
guys.
ahead.
Sorry, I
No,
wanted to thank you guys
the
as
mess.
well. And Ablabi as usual. I'm sorry I had to turn off my mic, but I didn't want to hear you guys to hear me howling of laughter. But thanks so much, guys.
Oh,
Have a
no
great one.
problem. Thanks for calling
Thanks,
in,
Queen
Debbie.
Bee.
Always good to have you. You too.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
all right, Debbie. We hit our 110 mark, so I think
Yes.
we're good. We've done our
Mm-hmm.
recap. We've had like our chat's been like on fire. Um, we've had the blobby warning. I think we're good. Any
Yes.
final thoughts?
Looking forward to Family Chantel tonight.
Same.
However,
So
if they focus on Nicole, I'm gonna have a problem. You know, I don't like to put in the extra effort of reading her storyline.
I know, but I'm just looking forward to the part where she actually tells her mom that he's married and the look that she gives. I want to know what happens after that look. So I'm ready for it.
I'm hoping for physical violence, but I don't think I'll get it.
We'll see. With Lydia, you never know.
That's true. That's true. But that's my
So
hope because I won't have to read physical violence. I could just watch it in
exactly, you know what's
peace.
going on. You know exactly
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
So I think
So
we're
see you
set.
tomorrow.
Same time.
Yes, sir. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yes, I've just dated myself. Okay,
Same
guys.
here. Gotcha.
Thanks for
I
joining
understand.
us
All right,
today.
guys.
Hit the thumbs up. Please leave some comments if there are any shows that you want us to watch. Blavi gave us a bunch of shows. You know, leave a comment in the comment section. Please hit the subscribe button if this is your first time watching, and hit the notification bell because we're very known for changing things up without notice. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.